Hey, Humanities 101. My name is Andrew Hernandez, and I'm here to do my introductory video. I'll be going over my major, what I hope to get out of this course, two things that make me happy. So first, to go over my major, I'm a political science major. Political science generally breaks down into four subfields: American government, international relations, comparative politics, and political theory. In order to kind of make this all a little bit easier for all of us, I created a short slideshow. So, for American government, you can think of American policymakers, lobbies, think tanks, local and state governments, and political behaviors of everyday average Americans. When you think of like policymakers, you think of your congressmen, your senators; lobbies and think tanks, you can think of like the Federal Society, which is like judges and stuff, or environmental lobbies; local and state governments, your local politicians, mayors, and whatnot. Political behaviors, Americans' voting patterns, why they vote, why they don't vote, things of that nature. For the photo, I used Tucker Carlson, Kid Rock, and the Angel of Hulk Hogan blessing Gavin Newsom. I think this is a good picture to kind of sum up the current state of affairs of American government and what gets people talking and moving and mobilized. International relations, study of the interactions of nation states within the world. Think of countries, rebel groups, higher institutions like the UN, and multinational corporations also take a big play into how nations interact with each other regarding like national interests, like resources, technology, and whatnot. And the theory of why the world the way it is, why we interact with each other, why we give money to foreign nations, why we don't give money to some foreign nations, embargoes, things of that nature. For the photo here, I use Fidel Castro and Malcolm X in Harlem during the civil rights movement. Fidel Castro obviously visited Harlem and stayed in Harlem when he was going to the UN for a very intentional purpose. Comparative politics. This is going to be more of like the comparisons of political systems and political institutions between each other. It kind of goes a little bit into international relations, I could say a little bit, but not really. Someone that is far smarter than me in political science could definitely do a better job. But for this one, I kind of used a picture of Claudia Scheinbaum and Donald Trump because they're two very different sides of the Western world, whereas Claudia Scheinbaum is kind of straying away from neoliberalism, and doing more like Mexico infrastructure, taking back control of the petrol and gas industries, whereas Donald Trump is more like free enterprise. Corporations kind of go buck wild, and also slashing social programs, where Claudia Scheinbaum is building a lot of social programs and kind of beefing them up. For theory calls into questions political systems, forms of justice, and human behavior. So that's going to be more your philosophical kind of thinkers like Noam Chomsky and things of that kind of bigger picture and theories, stuff like that. How nations manufacture consent for wars and stuff like that. How they would theorists dissect how governments build kind of consent for the things they do, like how Donald Trump riles up crowds for nationalistic reasons and whatnot. I use Vaporwave Plato because Plato's Republic was a pretty influential book for me at one point, studying kind of how people work and what they do. And two things that make me happy are my dog and car shows. I really do enjoy my dog. She is a lot, but she's a good time and keeps me company. She's a 5-year-old German Shepherd I rescue. I didn't really want a dog at the time, but she kind of fell into my lap in a sense. Long story, but I finally agreed to take her, and been one of the best decisions I've ever made. Car shows. This is my uncle's Firebird. Me and my family were really into like car culture. I kind of grew up going to like lowrider shows and whatnot. So like family free events that people don't feel like pressured into buying things or purchasing things, and there's no guards or entry fees or whatnot. You can come and go as you please. People are barbecuing. sharing food, sharing ideas, sharing music. Pretty like hippie car stuff, but yeah, it's what makes me happy. Thank you guys.